welcome to another RSR. Tonight, I am reacting to the group stage and telling you how my predictions went down for the group stage and predicting the knockout stage of League's Cup 2024. Reaction de la fase de grupos y predicciones de la fase de knockout, fase eliminar de la League's Cup. Yeah, we'll go with fase eliminar. Yep, we'll go with that. May not be completely correct, but we'll go with it. Okay. Yeah, because there you go. Start with East 1. We'll start with the East. We'll go to the West. I'll tell you at the end of each conference how I did with just placements, or with did I get the placement and advancement correct, and then did I just get the advancement correct. So East 1. First place, FC Cincinnati, 6 points. They got 2 wins. NYCFC, 1 penalty shootout win, 1 loss, 2 points. And they blew it to Cincinnati in the second half. They really did. Querétaro FC, no wins, 1 shootout loss for 1 point. And on East 1, I was totally correct down the board. Cincinnati, first place, completely correct. NYCFC, first place, second place, completely correct. Querétaro, third place, completely correct. This group, I'm not surprised how it went down. I really don't have to add anything onto it. Cincinnati is semi-fraudulent right now, but Querétaro's not a team that Cincinnati should lose to. And NYCFC, even though they bounced back in Cincinnati, I don't see them beating Cincinnati. And the fact that, well, luckily for them, they were drawing. Horribly for them, they blew it. They got close. If you call blowing a two-goal lead of getting close, but okay. East 2 results. First place, Orlando City SC with 5 points. They outright beat Montreal, and they beat San Luis on penalties, 5 points. CF Montreal outright beat San Luis, lost to Orlando City SC. Atletico San Luis loses to Orlando in pens, loses outright to Montreal. So how my predictions go in that group? First place, completely correct on Orlando. I thought they were the best team in the group. I was right. Second place, Atletico San Luis. I was wrong. They finished third, got eliminated. So that means third place. I was wrong about Montreal finishing third. They finished second and advanced because they got the 1 win against San Luis. And honestly, in a romp, big romp of a game. Yeah, it was a goal fest, but it looked like they were going to score like 6. I mean, that game was honestly Montreal's for the taking the whole time. Orlando beat the hell out of them. It was a wild group. I was hoping San Luis would win just for the chaos, but no. Orlando handles that. East 3 results. We got Tigres, UANL, 6 points. Inter Miami CF with 3 points. Puebla with 0. All 3 of those are correct. Placing and advancement / elimination. All 3 of those are correct. I don't need to go through those because all 3 are correct. Had Tigres first, Miami second, Puebla third. All 3 are correct. Tigres was the best team in the group. Miami shot themselves in the foot in that second match to not even get to the shootout. And they had a chance to win that group, but they did not win that group. Puebla, of course they were finishing third. What do you think was going to happen? Fubar would lead them to winning the group or even out of it? Good for you. East 4 results. Philadelphia Union, 4 points. They won 2. No, they won outright to Charlotte. They beat Charlotte outright. They lost to penalties to Cruz Azul. Cruz Azul gets through while losing to Charlotte on pens, but beating Philly in pens. Charlotte beats Cruz Azul in pens, finishes third with 2 points, though. Weird group. It really is. Weird group. Philly at least gets a win that we expect them to get. They honestly get further than I thought against Cruz Azul. And Charlotte, well, they did what I expected. East 4 predictions. First place I had Cruz Azul. Incorrect place, correct advancement. Philly Union, incorrect place, but correct on advancement. Charlotte FC, third place, correct, because they got eliminated and they were in third place. Simple. East 5 results. New England Revolution, 5 points. They just won a shootout 30 minutes ago against Nashville. And they beat Mazatlan outright. Mazatlan FC ends up with 3 points, beating Nashville. Nashville SC with 1 point. Losing a shootout to the Revs and losing outright to Mazatlan. So my East 5 predictions looked as follows. First place, Nashville. Wrong. Third place, eliminated. Mazatlan, second place, correct. First place, or third place, the Revs. Wrong. They advanced in first. Yeah, that was something I was shocked about. But the Revs, they're starting to turn around in form. And Nashville, even with BJ Callahan, they still got stuff to work through. And that's why it ended up the way it ended up. They got 18 days to work on it. The Revs keep going. East 6 results. Toronto FC, first place with 5 points. I can't believe it. CF Pachuca, 2 points. Second place, but they had the shootout win over the Red Bulls. Leads them to second. Red Bulls had 2 shootout losses. They have no head-to-head third place with 2 points. So the East 6 predictions, how'd they look? First place had Pachuca, but incorrect on placement, correct on advancement. Toronto FC in second, incorrect placement, correct advancement. Red Bulls fully correct because I did not think they'd get out of this group. Maybe that was a bit crazy of a call, but they still didn't have any Forsberg or Frankie Amaya. I kind of had a feeling this was coming. It did. Toronto somehow beats Pachuca outright, though. I can't believe it either. Toronto played probably one of the best games I've seen them play in years, since Leon. Both of them. And they won the group. And it probably makes their run harder. Whether it's Thursday, or the round of 16. Good job. But hey, at least you won. East 7 results, the final group in the East. DC United, 5 points. They beat Santos. They won the shootout over Atlanta. Santos Laguna, 2 points. They won the shootout over Atlanta. Lost to DC. And Atlanta United FC lost 2 shootouts. Head-to-head doesn't go their way. DC advances and Santos advances. My East 7 predictions. I had Santos Laguna winning the group. Incorrect place, correct advancement, because I had no idea DC was going to be as good as they were. Or no thoughts. Coming into this tournament, they didn't look that good. They fooled me. Second place, Atlanta United FC. Wrong. Third place, elimination. That's what happens when you sell all your best players. And I guess Saba and Jean de Silva couldn't carry you. DC United, wrong. First place advancement, because I thought Atlanta still was better, even with Saba and Jean de Silva. I was wrong. And Bartosz Szlich. I was wrong. East correct altogether. That means advancement and placement. 10 out of 21. Correct with advancement. Just advancement, 15 out of 21. That'll come back later. West. Now into the Western Conference. First place, or the first group. West 1 results. First place, Austin FC, 6 points. They won both over Pumas and Monterrey. I can't believe it. Second place, Pumas Unam, 2 points. They beat Monterrey in a shootout after they had a very last-minute goal to get to the shootout. Or a late goal. I wouldn't say very last minute, but late. And then third place, Monterrey, 1 point. Loses the shootout, and Tano finally gets fired. So, hey, at least something good came out of it. Because he should have been fired 3 months ago. West 1 predictions. Look horrible. First place, CF Monterrey, wrong. Third place, eliminated. Did I think they were going to shit the bed? No. Did I think Austin was going to be this good? No. I know they've had a good season, but not this good. Pumas Unam, correct, in second place. Austin FC, wrong, because they finished first and advanced. Austin, probably one of the 2 teams that have really shocked me in this tournament. Because Toronto winning a group shocked me. They have momentum now. I'm glad they did. Austin's just like, I know you're having a good season, but you played 2 really good Mexican teams. You had a double Mexican group, and you got out of it? Not just any. Monterrey and Pumas? You got out of it. This isn't 2021. No, 2022. 2022. This is not 2022. You got out of it? The hell? That makes no sense. They were horrible in 21. 22, they made the Western Final. Then it doesn't feel like that. It feels a lot earlier. West 2 results. LA Galaxy with 5 points in first. San Jose Earthquakes second place, 2 points because they beat Chivas in the shootout. Chivas lost both shootouts, third place, 2 points. Chivas, you are bottle jobs. I will never trust you again in this tournament. Never. You bottled last year, you bottled this year. First place had Chivas. Wrong. Third place, eliminated. Second place, LA Galaxy, incorrect placement, correct on advancement. San Jose Earthquakes, wrong. They finished second and advanced. I thought San Jose would choke. I was wrong. I thought Chivas would make it through. I was wrong. They're bottle jobs. I will never trust them in this tournament ever again. What happened since that Tigres final? It's like they got brain broken. West 3 results. FC Juarez, 5 points. A win over Dallas. Penalty shootout. Win over St. Louis. St. Louis City FC, SC in second with 4 points. Win over Dallas, lost the shootout to Juarez. FC Dallas, 0 points, 2 losses. West 3 predictions, had Juarez first, St. Louis second, Dallas third. Correct on all 3. Pretty damn good. West 4 results. Toluca FC, 6 points. Sporting Kansas City, 3 points. They beat Chicago, lost to Toluca. Toluca beat both teams. Chicago, 0 points in third place because they suck. West 4 predictions, had Toluca first, Kansas City second, Chicago third. Correct on all 3. West 5 results. Portland Timbers FC, 6 points. They won both games. Colorado Rapids, 2 points, won the shootout over Leon, lost to Portland. Chris Armas still owns Leon. Hey, good for you, Chris. I'm happy for you. I figured out he got screwed over by Toronto. He's not that bad of a manager. He still owns Leon, though. Leon, 1 point. Lost the shootout, lost to Portland. West 5 predictions. Had Portland first, Colorado second, Club Leon. All 3 were correct. And hey, Armas, I gave you credit. I thought you'd get out of this group. Good for you. Well deserved. Let's laugh at the Leon Maple Leafs. You suck. Jonder Cadiz always offside. Bava sucks. Should have never fired Larcamon, eh? Should have never done that. Armas still owns your ass. You may be CONCACAF champions once. Armas still owns your ass. Good for you. West 6 results. Club Necaxa, 3 points. Seattle Sounders FC, 3 points. Minnesota United FC, 3 points. Minnesota wins their first match, lose to Seattle. Point being is Minnesota's out on goal differential. West 6, I was correct on Necaxa finishing first because I did not think Seattle or Minnesota would finish first. Minnesota had them second. Turns out they finished third, got eliminated. Seattle third, had them third. They ended up finishing second and advancing. So at least I got 1 correct there. West 7 results. Vancouver Whitecaps FC, 5 points. They beat Tijuana and win the shootout over LAFC. Can't believe that one happened. LAFC, second place, beats the hell out of Tijuana, loses the shootout to Vancouver. Tijuana, the Juan Carlos Osorio magic does not continue because they get 0 points. Didn't help that he headbutted a ref. How'd my West 7 predictions go? LAFC in first, wrong placement, correct on advancement. Tijuana, wrong. They finished third, got eliminated. Vancouver, wrong. They finished second. Actually, no, finished first and advanced. Whatever. They finished first and advanced, which is even worse. But Vancouver, they're not that bad. At least in this tournament so far. I think that'll probably change, though. West 8 results. Houston Dynamo FC, 3 points. They beat Salt Lake, lose to Atlas. Atlas, 3 points. Beats Houston, loses to Salt Lake. Salt Lake 3 points, beats Atlas, loses to Houston. Goal differential puts them third. Houston and Atlas advance. So, West State predictions. How'd they go? Real Salt Lake, one of the best teams in the league. They got St. Louis. You know how St. Louis went down last year? Same way. The team that people thought, hey, they could do good in Leagues Cup. They got a good group. Wrong. Third place eliminated. They got St. Louis. Houston Dynamo, incorrect place, correct on advancement. Atlas FC, wrong. They finished second and advanced. Good for them. West correct altogether, 11 out of 24 just on advancement or on advancement and placement. West correct on advancement, 14 out of 24, which means in the Leagues Cup altogether, placement and advancement, 21 out of 45. And then correct with advancement, 29 out of 45 in the group stage, which isn't bad, isn't great though. When you put it all together, I guess that's still above 500, right? Whatever. Knockout stage predictions. We start with the West, because we'll go with the way it looks. Club America versus Atlas FC. I don't care that you finish second. I don't care that you beat a Houston team who is sometimes good, sometimes bad. You still lost to Real Salt Lake. Club America will trounce you. They had a bye. They've been waiting. They've been playing friendlies. They will see you in the round of 32, and I think they'll beat you. Club America advances. St. Louis City SC versus the Portland Timbers. Portland Timbers win because St. Louis sucks this year. Yeah, Dallas is just as bad, in theory. St. Louis could win that game. It's a race to the bottom. St. Louis won it. Juarez, they kept it tight. But St. Louis, of course, lost that one on penalties. Portland's better than both teams. Portland's hot right now. They may be going to City Park. I don't care. I really don't care. Portland gets the win. Toluca FC versus Houston Dynamo FC. I think Toluca gets the win. Because Houston, I just don't believe in Houston right now. They're shaky. Toluca's a good team. Houston are shaky. Toluca did get 6 points. I think Toluca gets it done. Colorado Rapids versus FC Juarez. I think Colorado Rapids wins this game. I think they can win. I think they're a good team. They play very well. They're good under Armas. They were tough against Leon. They got the result they needed. They'll be hosting Juarez as the away team. But I think Rapids get it done. They move on to the round of 16. Seattle Sounders FC versus LA Galaxy. Galaxy may be going to Seattle. Don't care. Galaxy's the better team this season. And frankly, they're the better team in their group. They had a better group run. I think LA Galaxy gets it done with the roster they have, the season they've had. All things put together, I think Seattle chokes. Galaxy moves on. Vancouver Whitecaps FC versus Pumas. Pumas, you lose to Austin and barely beat Monterrey on penalties. I hate to tell you, Vancouver's a good team. A good enough team to beat you. In Canada, nonetheless, they're playing at BC Place. Hate to tell you, Vancouver's going to beat you. Vancouver moves on to the round of 16. San Jose Earthquakes versus Club Necaxa. I got Necaxa winning this one because you know what? San Jose isn't that good. Yeah, they beat Chivas on pens. Okay. Galaxy still beat them. I don't see them winning. Against a team who is pretty good. I don't see them winning against a team who's underratedly pretty good. I just don't see it. LAFC versus Austin FC. I don't care if Austin's picked up 6 points. LAFC still has Olivier Giroud, Denis Bouanga, Hugo Juarez. Probably could have Griezmann. Probably not by the game. LAFC gets the win. I don't care. I think they were in Vancouver. No, I think they were at home. They just lost on pens. I think they felt like they were through just because of the goal differential. I think they took it a little bit easier. But a knockout stage game against Austin? Hell no, they advance. West round of 16-1. We got Club America versus Portland Timbers. I got Club America advancing. Yes. Do I like Portland? Yes. Do I think they're a good team? Yes. Do I think Club America will still show they're the better team in that situation compared to the two? Yes. Club America wins. By the way, it's in San Diego, not Portland because of hub rights. Snapdragon Stadium. I think that matters as well. Club America advances. Toluca FC versus Colorado Rapids. I think Toluca gets the win. Colorado. Leon's on a downslope right now. And let's be honest, Colorado is playing well, but I don't think they're playing great. I think Toluca can beat them. I think Toluca will beat them. Toluca to the quarterfinals. LA Galaxy versus Vancouver Whitecaps FC. Just because you beat Pumas doesn't mean you'll beat LA Galaxy. LA Galaxy gets the win. Necaxa versus LAFC. LAFC. I don't care how underratedly good you are, you still will not beat LAFC. So we get an El Tráfico quarterfinal. I bet they put it in the Rose Bowl. They'll find a way. Club America versus Toluca FC. A full Mexican quarterfinal to get to a semifinal. America. They're better. They're better. Simple. LA Galaxy versus LAFC. LAFC is the better LA team. I know this game's going to be a clown show if it happens. I know some crazy stuff's going to happen, and if I can cover it, I will. Because we're going to be in for a good one. They never are bad. But LAFC finds a way to win. And they advance. Club America versus LAFC in the Western semifinals. I think LAFC finally meet the end of their run. Or at least their competitive run. Because they'd still have the third place match. But I think America are just slightly favorites here. They're playing in San Diego. They're playing at Snapdragon. I think Club America just find a penalty win. I think they win on penalties after a 1-1 draw. They go to the final. LAFC to the third place match. We'll touch on that in a little bit. East round of 32. FC Cincinnati versus Santos Laguna. Cincinnati may be fraudulent. They're not fraudulent enough to lose to Santos. FC Cincinnati wins. Philadelphia Union versus CF Montreal. I think Montreal wins on pens. Philly still sucks. Philly still doesn't wow me. And Montreal's got some really good new players. I think they're going to use that new power to end up getting to a shootout and winning in a shootout. We know they can score goals. Maybe they win outright, but I think they'll find what they need to get to a shootout and win on a shootout. DC United versus Mazatlan FC. Mazatlan wins because I think they're just slightly better than DC. I think DC will fall at their first real competition in the knockout stage. I really do. Orlando City SC versus CF Cruz Azul. I think Cruz Azul will win the match because Anselmi's got them playing well. Yeah, they lost a shootout to Charlotte, but they beat Philly in a shootout. They really, honestly took the game to Philly. Philly was lucky to get to that shootout. I think Cruz Azul's better than Orlando right now. I think they have the better players. I think that has them going through. Tigres UANL versus Pachuca, CF Pachuca. I have Tigres winning. I think Pachuca's shaky right now. I think Tigres is playing really well under Paunovic. I really do. I think Tigres is starting to really have a generational change while still having Gignac in the team. I think Tigres gets the win. I think Pachuca is beatable, and I think Tigres gets it done. New England Revolution versus NYCFC. I got NYCFC winning. I don't think the Revs are better than NYCFC as we speak. I really don't. I think NYCFC are better right now. Playing better, rebounding better, all that. NYCFC. Toronto FC versus Inter Miami, or Inter Miami CF versus Toronto FC. I have Toronto winning on penalties. You call that delusional? Miami already shot themselves in the foot once. There is no Messi. And let's be honest, Oso and Richie do make this team better. Henry probably makes this team better. Looks like it. Toronto has momentum. They have belief. Miami doesn't as much. I think Toronto uses that momentum to win a shootout and move on to the round of 16. Columbus Crew versus Sporting Kansas City. Hate to tell you, Kansas City, you're about to get stomped out. Columbus wins. East round of 16. FC Cincinnati versus CF Montreal. Cincinnati beats Montreal. I think Cincinnati has enough firepower over Montreal's to advance. Mazatlan FC versus Cruz Azul. Cruz Azul wins because Mazatlan's playing real competition. Cruz Azul advances. Probably be one of the bigger ass kickings of the round of 16, I think. One of the three. Tigres UANL versus NYCFC. I think Tigres wins. I think they're just slightly better than NYCFC. Toronto FC versus Columbus Crew. I'm not going to be stupid enough to say what I'm about to say or what I want to say. Columbus wins. And probably stomps out Toronto in the process. Even with Oso and Richie. Columbus are just leagues ahead. Simple. If they win, Toronto's probably winning this tournament. But they're not, so. Don't know how, don't know why, but they probably would if they beat Columbus. That's going to give you so much. Beating the two CONCACAF finalists and one who just really kicked your ass about a month ago, yeah, that's going to give you some momentum that's like, you know what, we can win this whole damn thing. We're going to do it. Yeah, that's not going to happen, though. FC Cincinnati versus CF Cruz Azul Eastern quarterfinals. I have Cruz Azul winning. What, you thought I was going to give you a hell is real semifinal? No. Cincinnati are fraudulent. They're playing a real team, a real actually good team. Cruz Azul wins. Tigres versus Columbus Crew. Tigres already got beat by Columbus. They're going to do it again. Columbus wins. Eastern semifinal, CF Cruz Azul versus Columbus Crew. I got Columbus Crew winning because if you beat Monterrey, Tigres twice, Monterrey, in Monterrey, you're playing at home against Cruz Azul. I think you'll find a way to win tightly, but you'll get the win. Columbus goes to the final, means Cruz Azul goes to third place. LAFC versus Cruz Azul, third place match. I got LAFC winning because you know what? I think LAFC want it more, want third place more. And then the finals, Club America versus Columbus Crew. It turns out by seeding, it's going to be in San Diego. We're basically going to have a two-legged tie between America and Cruz Azul or Columbus Crew over the next 2 months, 3 months. When Campeones Cup runs up. 2 finals against each other, and I think Columbus will take the first. Hell, I think they'll take both. But I think Columbus Crew will go to San Diego. They got a point to prove. They got some redemption on the mind. I think they're going to beat Club America. I think they will. I think Columbus Crew will win the League's Cup this year. I said that at the start. I'm going to stay with it. Columbus wins the League's Cup this year. So, Columbus Crew gets the round of 16 berth in the Champions Cup. Club America gets a first-round berth as the second-place team. LAFC gets in the Champions Cup as the third place. So, with that being said, there you go. Those are my knockout stage predictions, group stage recap. There it is, a 30-minute video for you. Late night, because I had to wait for the last match to finish before I could do this, and there you go. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe, you know what it is, tell your friends, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification once subscribed, send some chats on the live streams, comment on this video, put us to playlist, share with friends and family, all that great stuff. I'll see you tomorrow for a live watch-along and review of Vancouver Whitecaps versus Pumas. Thursday, Toronto, Miami, live RSR. Friday, Olympic final, Spain versus France. Live RSR, then St. Louis versus Portland, live in RSR on Friday. Saturday, I think we're off. No, Saturday, round of 16, round of 32 recap, round of 16 predictions. And then we'll see what happens on Sunday. We'll see if the next round starts then. With that being said, I'll see you tomorrow. The streams will be up soon as well, once this has gone up. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. See you.